Good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever you are, wherever you are, good to see you. So, yeah, been a while since I've seen this screen without, all the singing type shit covering it, huh? And even more surprising, this is not going to be the only thing you see this time. Because hell has frozen over, pigs are flying, cats and dogs are living together. Prepare for mass hysteria, because I'm playing a game today. I know, it's crazy. I'm almost as surprised as you are. But, yeah, short answer, I just saw a demo that I thought looked, like it'd be entertaining to look at, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, we'll try it out. We'll see what it's about. So, I wish I could say I was going into this completely blind, but, the store page itself spoils certain things about the game, so not as blind as I could be, but still, mostly blind. I'm still not quite sure what to expect, which is, always the hallmark of a good stream. So again, as in the category, Slay the Princess. So, yeah, you may know that I come from a medieval environment. Princesses are still the order of the day over here. Still very important. Much like every other sort of royalty, we are a very, monarchical world that I still come from. That said, this isn't terribly close home for me personally. My home kingdom does not have a princess at the moment. The current, king and queen only have a son. Neil, you've seen him before. No princess to speak of, but plenty of others do. And, obviously, trying to kill one would not be very well advised from a legal standpoint. Fortunately, we don't have to. None of them that I know of are, particularly bitchy, so they're all usually nice. They're usually, they raise them well, where I come from. That said, this one in particular, pardon me a moment. Felt a sneeze coming up. There we go. Fuck. Yeah, that's always the worst feeling. Anticipating a sneeze and it just taking a moment to come out. That's a pain in the ass. But, whatever the case, I think there's enough stalling. I'm gonna go ahead and, start launching the game. I don't know how long this is gonna take. The one gameplay demonstration video I saw is apparently a little over an hour long, so maybe it'll be a full-length stream, but if it isn't, I have a backup game. There's another game I've been interested in, that I wanted to play on stream, but just couldn't find a good place to use it. So, we'll go ahead and, just give me a second to boot the game, and we'll get started. And here we are. So yeah, content warning right off the bat. That's how you know we're in for a good time. Horror game, not intended for all audiences. I don't know, I mean, you all know my opinion on horror games, but I doubt, it can't be that, I pretty seriously doubt it's gonna make you shit my pants the way fucking, Amnesia and that sort of game did. So yeah, flashing images as well. Content warnings, this is clearly, gonna be something else, so those of weak constitutions might want to run the fuck away here. But I pretty seriously doubt my crowd's going to, freak out quite that much. Black Tabby Games. So apparently those guys made another game that I forget the name of off the top of my head. I don't know how popular it was. They might be obscure, they might be rising stars, I wouldn't know. So at any rate, I already checked the controls and it is fully controllable with just a mouse, so less crazy setup I gotta do. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. Chapter 1. The hero, that's me. The princess, that's her.
You're on a path in the woods.
Voice acting.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, good to know.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
That's enough incentive for me. I like the world. I don't really want it to end. Wow, quite a few options here right off the bat. Let's see, end of the world. Quite a lot of options, quite a lot of options. So I think for the first run, at least, I'm gonna pick what I would want to do, at least. Okay, apparently my frames are dipping a bit, so, let me see if I can, Alright, I'll turn off animated backgrounds. We'll see if, that... Yeah, it looks good enough, unanimated. I will say, this game has a beautiful art style. Nice, pencil-shaded, cross-hatched. I like it. Let's see, I suppose this would be my response. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I don't think I like this narrator already. He's one of those people. Brilliant. Yeah, you know what? Fuck you, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
No, I don't.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
If it means getting the fuck away from you, it doesn't matter where I go. Later.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Correct.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Damn straight.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Precisely. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Are you shitting
How
me?
Convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Is it really worth saving, though? You're not making a very compelling argument to that, Mr. Narrator Dude. Yeah, no, I don't like this. I don't feel like killing a princess today. I've changed my mind. I've seen the error of my ways.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Excuse
it's
you?
remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
What do I give a fuck? I don't live in this world. That's your problem, not mine. Yeah, you are not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
Oh, so we're playing the maturity card now, are we? You're gonna try that shit on me. God. It's like my uncle's dickhead co-workers, the fucking, royal court. All the political type people who think their shit don't stink, think they know what's best for everyone. That's what you remind me of, Mr. Narrator. I seriously fucking don't like you. This is like Stanley all over again.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Precisely.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Is it now? You seem to doubt my resolve, Mr. Narrator dude. I don't tend to care for that. I've had a lot of people question whether or not I can do things or not. You know what my usual response to that is? Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm just going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this fucking shithole forest.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Yeah, because I really trust your word.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Well, that's interesting.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Need to be. Need to be. What a fascinating way to put it.
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Well, at least he's honest. At least he understands where we're at. That's always a good thing. As long as we understand each other, that's what really matters.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Well, how do you know it's certain death? I've visited a forest. They're not usually as dangerous as you think. Also welcome to the stream, T-Bird. I'm currently, yeah, I don't know if you're here for the Stanley Parable streams. Yes, you were. But yeah, you thought that narrator was an asshole, this one's on a completely different level.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
We're on to chapter 2 already. Nice
You're
demo.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Correct. That's all correct so far.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yep, just like I said last time. Oh shit! One of these options spoiled what's going on. I see a wall. Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go in the cabin.
What are you talking about? Those walls have always been there.
Bullshit!
There weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost, or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Is that really such a bad thing? You say that like it's a bad thing. I'm not really in the mood to slay princesses anymore. I said I was looking forward to it last time, but I've changed my mind. I gotta look out for a fellow, person of royal blood, even if we're not on the same line.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
That's not what I would say, but sure.
Yeah, screw this guy. They might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
I don't know who the contrarian is, but I like how this one thinks. I like how they think.
If by ruining my day you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
I suppose so, but you know, if somebody wasn't quite so insistent, we could have avoided this situation quite a while ago, don't you think, Mr. Narrator?
Still, the world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful.
We don't know that.
You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Oh, so you think I'm imaginary. You're lucky I can't really take any, You're lucky I can't physically show you a piece of my mind, Mr. Narrator. Yeah, okay, definitely gonna slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously.
I fucking knew it.
I'm begging you.
Yeah, thanks for that, Devs.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I don't know, I'm more inclined to believe her than you.
Maybe we should believe her.
Exactly.
Maybe she isn't a liar.
Yes, precisely. Are we really gonna trust this dude who walled us in here with this? I don't think we should. Call it common sense.
Ignore them, they're just being difficult for the sake of it.
Sure they are. Oh. Wow. And here I thought I was being railroaded, Mr. Narrator's getting awful serious about this. Alright, fine, I'll humor you. I'll play your fucking game.
The interior of the cabin is odd. The blade is your implement.
Oh, whoops.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I didn't mean to skip that over. Okay, so, the interior of the cabin is odd, the air smelling faintly of plastic, the wood of the walls fitting together at uncomfortable angles. The only furniture is a plain wooden table. Its legs all the wrong lengths, causing it to tilt towards the door. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. I don't know if I sounded stuffy enough. Blade is my implement.
If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window.
Yep.
What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyways?
Yes, exactly. Balancing the odds. This contrarian dude fucking gets it. He understands the exact nature of the situation. Mr. Narrator trying to get us killed. Imagine that.
I, for one, would rather have it. We don't really know what we're dealing with here.
Hero's having a bit of a lapse in judgment, but that's fine. I've gotten him to see the light before.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
You know what? Caution to the wind. Let's, visit her. We'll try schmoozing her. How's that?
The door to the basement creaks open. revealing an old wooden staircase.
Right.
The steps are warped and shoddily constructed. The air seeping up from below is heavy, oppressive, with an odd stink to it.
An odd
If the
stink.
princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
We don't know that. I've known plenty of princesses with quirky taste in interior design. You say some weird shit as an international diplomat.
Her voice carries up the stairs, its multi-tonal lilt adding to the already uneasy atmosphere.
Hello. Is someone there?
Okay, I wasn't expecting her to sound quite like that, but I'm not one to judge.
This isn't what I expected her to sound like.
That's not a good sign.
What is she? I think we'd all like to know. You're playing a dangerous game by coming down here unarmed.
There's no way to know that.
You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
She looks a bit off, but that might just be the art talking.
She locks eyes with you.
Never
one
mind.
moving a little faster than the other. The loose skin of her face stretches into something resembling a smile.
I don't think she's supposed to look like this.
Good lord. Something in her neck bulges, roiling under her skin as she starts to speak, her voice pouring out between her closed teeth.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I had a friend.
Okay, so that's apparently one ending. Or two endings. We'll just go ahead and continue. Why not? We're not done here. We have, plenty. Alright, start over again.
You're on a path. You're here.
Let's go. How about second option? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? I mean, if I knew somebody was a cosmic whore that, had world-destroying power, I wouldn't treat her like this.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Such a small way to put it. Such a small way to think of it.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Yeah, I've heard that song before, Mr. Narrator. This, tactic doesn't seem to work in my experience.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
I'm still not convinced.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
I get the feeling you're not a very unbiased source to speak to, but again, I will...
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
You know what? I'm not really in the mood to argue this particular run.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Right.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Yep.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a prince. Ignore him. He doesn't.
Blah-de-blah-de-blah.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Yep.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm gonna enter the basement a second time just to see what happens. See if we get a cutscene this time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I think that was different dialogue.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Yep, see? Change.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Exactly. I think I like where this is going. I like where this ending is going.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I doubt that. Oh. We'll play it basic.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Don't mind if I do.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Right.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I mean, I know plenty of women who are pretty, but they can handle themselves, we'll put it that way. Whether or not, I think if we play this right, she'll want to attack us.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Whatever, Mr. Narrator Dude.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk a bit first. Let me just make sure of a few things.
Okay.
Here, let me get closer. Let's see, a lot of options. Damn. Let's see, we'll start with the basic one. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Come on, I'm royalty too. Sort of. Do I gotta be that formal with you?
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
I don't know, she looks pretty anime. So is Princess your actual name, or,
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Reasonable enough.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Fuck off, Mr. Narrator, don't ruin this for me. So if I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
It has a lot to do with everything. You kind of need those things to survive, Princess.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
No, I think it's perfectly relevant. I mean, sure, like, I could see some weird forms of magic where she wouldn't need to eat, but I would still like to know how exactly that is. Whatever.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Exactly. Anyways, and besides, I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you've been locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
I agree with that. That is correct. This whole situation seems rather suspicious to me. I'm not a zoomer, I swear.
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
So what are you gonna do if I let you out of here anyways?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
Sounds reasonable to me.
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
That's not how it works, Mr. Narrator. I'm not torturing her. At least I don't think I am. I would assume our hero here is showered and looks attractive enough.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
I don't know about that, but...
It's not like you'd believe me.
I don't know, I'm significantly more inclined to believe you than, the person employing me, I can tell you that much. Speaking of, so yeah, sorry to be blunt, but my employer wants me to slay you, cleanse your threat to the world, you blah blah blah. But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure who's bullshitting me.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No, they have not brought that up. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous for the moment.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Shut up, I don't trust you. In fact, I think you're the one who's trying to wreck the world here.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
I still got a few more questions before we leave, though.
There's going to be plenty of time to chat after I'm free, but okay. What do you want to know?
Oh, I've already exhausted all the options. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. I don't know the full situation, but... What if I just stayed here and kept you company? Maybe then everybody could be happy. I'll be the, guardian of the world or some shit. Maybe that's close enough for my employer.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Okay, that's interesting. She's changing her tone a bit. That's strange, but...
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
Excuse me.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Okay, This is, the situation has changed quite a bit. This is, not quite what I expected. She's getting strangely insistent. I thought she'd, is this what they call the mask flipping? You know what? She has been down here for a bit. She would naturally be a bit irritated if she sees an opportunity and it's sort of futzing around. Fuck it, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Do not make me regret this. Please.
You can't be serious.
Shut up.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this, I promise.
I better not.
You're making a huge mistake.
You're a huge mistake.
No. I think you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Right.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
That's logical.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
For once, you make a good point, Mr. Narrator. And, if there isn't a key, you got any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Are we really that desperate, though?
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Excuse, what?
Is someone else here? Your
Let me out of here!
feelings are met with silence.
Surprise, Green! Good to see you, thank you for the raid. Pleasure to see you. So, on the off chance that he brought somebody who doesn't know who I am here, I am Cliff. I'm a musician, an alcoholic, and a princess rescuer and or slayer. I don't know which yet. Some joker has locked me in the basement with her. I'm about to attempt to find my way out.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Oh yeah, and there's another detail. Our narrator is an asshole. Complete dickhead. I don't like him. I trust him less than the person I'm allegedly supposed to be killing. So yeah, I'm in this deep. I'm gonna try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
What the fuck? Well, this is
You
gonna...
make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Listen, I was not ready to commit. Like, look at her. Does she look dangerous to you? Does this look like somebody who deserves to die to you? Yeah, that's, I'm not a kill first, ask questions later sort of dude. That's not, somebody in a position of authority isn't supposed to be that way. Hence why I got put in a position of authority back home. And, I'm a 50-50 on that, Green. Sometimes I like them if it's funny enough, but this is not a context where I like that. This is not an endearing dickhead narrator. This is a fucking petty tyrant dickhead narrator.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
It would appear so.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
That is correct, but that's the whole reason I was trying to get back up the stairs. Pardon me. There we go. I don't know why my... Okay, this is strange. Give me a moment, please. Sorry, my camera froze. That was incredibly strange, but fortunately, the tried and tested turn it off and on again seemed to work. Anyways...
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Okay,
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
Okay, I hope nobody, of a weak constitution came into the stream. I wasn't expecting...
Made from upstairs.
What?
You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Damn. Okay, I mean, I was, thinking of freeing her, but if she's that much of a freak that she's willing to literally fucking perform auto-cannibalism to get herself out of here, let's play it safe. You know what, I'm gonna play to the narrator for the first, type.
Without
Sorry.
hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally.
Sorry, honey, I was willing to save you until you pulled that shit.
The wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
No, I wasn't. This was your own fault. I was perfectly willing to save you until that shit.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see that razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us.
I think the narrator was legitimately trying to get me killed here. That's my current theory.
It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
Yeah, especially with a response like that. I don't trust this dude.
I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blades to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Brilliant.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
That's consistent with what I've, seen.
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back.
Right.
You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Finish her!
You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
I hope this isn't what's going on.
Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive?
I fucking knew it!
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling our friend apart? If the princess doesn't do them in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons, and then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
I don't like to think I am, but I think I know what I'm doing next run.
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
You're full of shit.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and that terrifying conviction in her words. But you don't have the time left to worry about such things. Everything goes black, and you die.
And what?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
What happened to me dying?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
She's gonna kill me again. Fuck this.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
Okay, listen, motherfucker. I know you're playing me now. Now I know for a fact. I know what's going on here. I know who the real fucking villain of this story is.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Whose side are you on?
I can still feel each and every puncture and laceration. That beast hurt us, but we're going to hurt her back.
Okay, I don't know who the fuck the obsessed is, but I don't think I agree with them either.
Is there another one of us in here? Good. It seems like your head's in the right place. If you can all just stay focused on the task at hand, the princess will be good and slain in no time at all.
Fuck this shit, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Let's see, You know what, I'm pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite fucking direction now.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever.
Well, that's your problem, isn't it?
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this
Oh,
path
not this shit again!
also leads. You're really keen on wasting a... Your silence is deafening.
I'm not talking to you anymore, you're on the list
Fine.
now.
You turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the... There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now.
Okay,
here
so,
we go. As you trudge into the woods, at first it's... But as you in every way, you've doomed us all. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through...
So, we already saw all that at the beginning of the stream. So,
You're on a path. You're here.
anyways, I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? I did exactly what you asked, and it didn't fucking work out for me.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
You are thoroughly full of shit. Absolutely. Completely. We literally just went through that ending at the beginning of the fucking stream.
If he doesn't remember what happened, yeah, screw this guy. Then, if by ruining still, you are never going to slay her with...
Whatever. I don't like that I have to do what you
I have
please.
one... She will lie. Maybe we should. Maybe she isn't. Ignore them then.
Wait, no, why am I doing this Dosino again? I have a save file. You know what? I'm setting her free this time.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
I'll fill her farm with some gore.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She clutches the wound, softly smiling as her gaze meets yours. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
I mean, I know the answer, but better the devil I know than the devil who's been screwing with me this entire time.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yes, I agree. Let's get the fuck out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
What the hell do you mean by that?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Excuse you?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
I agree.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Oh, I thought this was all a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges. Wait, she dodges?
Yes, people tend to dodge when they're in combat.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Bullshit! We've already seen what happened when I fucking...
The blade. Move the blade.
No!
I'm sorry. I can see you're doing your best to resist what's happening to you. I'll try and make this quick.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. You feel her claws on your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained red as your blood seeps into the fabric. When she manages to escape from this place and bring ruin to the world, know that it was all your fault.
Shut the fuck up.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Different chapter 2, I just noticed
You're
this.
on a path You're here to...
Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm watching your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, don't forget what he did to us the last time around.
Correct.
We can help her. We just have to find a way. Oh, is there another one of us? Help her? Need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago. Sure, and all of us in here definitely believe you.
2000%. I like the doubting.
Stay focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, get it. I'll go to the cabin.
I have one last... She will... Yeah, did you just say the word wink out loud?
Whoops. Missed a line. Yes, don't believe what she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to do. Wink.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
I don't know, I like the cut of the Doubting's jib. I like him. He is a perfect representation of my thoughts of the situation. Going in.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely empty. The blade is your...
Going in.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated.
We've already
by
seen all
unseen
this.
light. Her voice carries.
Hello?
You're playing a dangerous... It's even more hypnotizing. Is it more hypnotizing than before, or is that just what we want it to be?
Doesn't matter.
I think we're in love. For everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just don't let her charm you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Yeah, and you would know all about manipulation, wouldn't you son of a bitch?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay, I'm not crazy. She looks different from before, doesn't she? She looks younger. I don't know about this anymore. I like my freedom. I don't really want to take a ride in the party van.
She's still so beautiful. And she has both of her arms again. Did everything we just went through actually happen? It must have, because she's different. Can't you tell?
Okay, good. I'm not crazy.
You. I remember you. You're going to help me get out of here, right?
Goddamn right I am. When the full game comes out, apparently. Let's see, Nicole Goodnight. You're a fantastic actress. Thank you for that. So yeah, everybody on the screen here, they did pretty damn fantastic. I look forward to playing the full game. That said, I'm still not done. That's only 3 endings, I believe. Let me check. Oh, wow, this is a pretty content-rich demo. We might be at this for another couple hours. Okay, so, disclosure time. Alpha Beta Gamer. This name right here. This is the reason I know about this game. I love this channel. If you like looking for indie games, I highly recommend them. Anyways, just for the sake of completion, I like the damsel ending. I think we're gonna go for that. Anyways,
Without hesitate, the princess wounded.
You've...
Don't, as you
kill her again.
Though your nerve.
Let's see, run for the stairs and lock her in the basement. Maybe she'll bleed out.
The princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you from getting out of it. What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and dive past the threshold. You're safe.
Now I should probably go patch myself up.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Correct.
Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. Oh, it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Oh shit.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
So yeah, lesson learned. Smarter idea to stay on her side. We've already established this.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Let's see, ignore her and go to sleep. Sounds like a plan.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop, and just don't pay attention to it.
Sounds like a plan.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can, and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement
Oh
is
dear.
ajar. Its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Oh no.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves.
Fuck you.
First your
God damn
toes
it.
go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
I hate this narrator. I hate this narrator.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer,
Ah.
one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
I 2000% agree. I'm on your side when the full game comes out. Fuck this narrator.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
That depends on your perspective.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path. You're here to...
I don't have a smart ass remark to this.
I have... She will... Oh, God. You should be careful.
Whoops. Okay, we can't go in there. Either you feel sick because I feel sick just thinking about that place. We're gonna die. Should be careful, something very wrong.
Ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about. She...
See it in.
The interior of the cabin is plain.
What
the smooth
the
wood of
fuck?
the walls almost featureless. The only item of furniture is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Okay, I'm not seeing things. Look at this. Look at the windows. Look at the windows. We got ghosts. We got spooky ghosties. I don't like this.
The blade is your implement. No. The basement door. It isn't there anymore. She could be anywhere. It's just a frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. No, what did you do? This isn't how things are supposed to go. She's supposed to be an ordinary princess. Quick, the blade.
Go ahead and take your little toy. It won't do you any good.
Fuck my life.
Your legs go numb before you even have a chance to reach for the blade. You collapse to the floor as your lungs seize up, refusing to take in air. No, not again!
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I. I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Everything goes dark, and you die. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a minute to recover from that. That said, I am making good progress, So, allegedly, 3 more endings. 3 more endings and a couple of other, things I gotta do. So yeah, I guess this will make a full-length stream after all. But again, I need a bit of a breather, so, you, just sit tight. I'm gonna go, calm myself down. Back in a moment, see you in a few minutes. back. Thank you for waiting. Oh boy. So yeah, pardon the spoilers, but apparently this demo has 7 endings, and I've gotten 3 of them. Or maybe it's 6. I don't know, I don't know which. Anyways, I know what I'm doing next, so... There is one achievement I want to go for right away, but... I think we need to start from scratch for it. So, start. Chapter 1,
You're here.
Let's see, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious?
Turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're...
The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going in the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just... Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
That's
we've
strange.
seen this all.
You're really...
I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. That's wildly illegal. That would probably get me executed, even if it's supposedly for the greater good. That's happened plenty of times in history, like that dude who, saved a bunch of Jews from the Nazis and then got killed by the communists.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her.
Not in my experience, but sure.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? There's always a choice. Let me tell you
Blah, blah,
right
blah, blah,
now.
blah.
And here we go. At first, it's... But as you focus in every wait, you've doomed us all. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly.
Blah, de, blah, de, blah.
You're on a path. You're here.
Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate... If he doesn't remember what happened... Yeah, screw this guy. If by ruining my... Still... You are never going to slay her with that.
I had to sneeze again.
Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Blah, de, blah, de, blah.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take the... I have one... She will... Maybe we should... Maybe she isn't a lie. Ignore them. They're...
I think I did something wrong.
The interior of the cabin is odd. The blade, if you want, I for one would... I've already told you what you're doing.
Or, wait. Shit. Just leave it to collect dust. Very good. Oh, sit on the raid, Junie. Pleasure to see you. Alright, so welcome. I'm Cliff. I'm a musician. I drink a bunch, and I'm allegedly killing a princess, but I'd really rather just save her. Anyways, that reminds me, I got a couple of, shoutouts to do. So, first, Junie, of course. Y'all know who he is, Doom 3, I see. And, I should probably, I just realized I never shouted out, Green. I should probably fix that. So, if you'll, pardon me. Oh, finish it, even better. You're a braver man than I, because I actually can't handle horror all that well. I say playing a horror visual novel demo. DCS World is what Green was doing, so, yeah, he rated me earlier and I forgot to shout him out, so, go check Green out as well. I'm sure it is, but, I don't know. I am, not a survival horror sort of person. I prefer to be in control of a situation. Which is why, this game has been affecting me quite a bit. Yeah, you see, these choices doesn't actually matter. Anyways, I think the most defined option... I'm currently trying to be as defined as possible, because the narrator of this game is a fucking dick. I don't like him. He is, a complete jerk-ass. I don't like him. So, enter without a blade. I think that's the most defined one.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden stair. Her voice carries up the stair. This... What? You're careful as you descend.
Whoops, we already saw that one. My mistake. So, sorry for the startling image, but, anyways. That's totally fine, Junie. Still appreciate the raid. You have a good one, too. Alright, I'm out of ideas, so, we'll take a different tack. As much as I don't particularly want to obey him, you know what? We'll get into a bit of roleplay. You know what? This is not my opinion, but it's funny at least.
Sweet, I've always wanted to help a monarch. Viva la revolution!
That's the spirit.
Like, I didn't have enough reason to dislike this
You make
narrator.
your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Going in. Skip the cutscene.
The interior of the cabin is almost... The blade is your...
Take it.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I don't like how quiet it went. Going in. Bravo 6 going dark.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase. Her voice.
Who's there?
It's commanding. Almost as though she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
This was all shit I ain't heard before. No warning. Just go down.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Look at how
There's a
smug
heavy
she
chain
is.
around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Let's see, I think, we're going full Jason Voorhees. No words.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I don't know, lady. For all you know, I might be a ninja.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing.
By the way, welcome everybody who raided from Uni. I don't recall if I said that, but if so, then welcome.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Going in.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Sorry, lady.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming, but I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
From other endings, of course I didn't, but I'm just exploring my options here. I'm on your side in the end.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
I implore you all to pay attention to the narrator. There is a reason I dislike this dude.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
course not. That was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of space.
Well, that's interesting.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Let's see, what would my response be to the situation? I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
I hope not. This is, all due respect, this is kind of a shitty place to spend all of eternity. Yeah, I'm with you. Hell no. You have any idea how we're gonna get us the hell out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Excuse me?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
I don't like where you're going with this. You were right.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out.
So, yeah, those of you sensitive to, sewer cider might want to bail out for this, for the next couple of minutes.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
I mean, this place is shitty, but I don't think I'm quite that desperate to leave it.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
I think we need another slot. Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we'd die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
Man, I'm getting pulled in all sorts of different directions this time. It's just getting weird.
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
You have a strange definition of bliss, Mr. Narrator Dude.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Rest in peace myself, I suppose.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Blah-de-blah-de-blah. You trapped me here after I slew her last time. I'm not playing along this time.
How unfortunate that the sole person capable of slaying the princess also seems to be somewhat insane. Oh well, so long as you get the job done, it doesn't matter what sort of mental state you're in.
See, that was not just me being defiant. This narrator is legitimately a complete dick.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie, you're right. She won't be a problem. I'm not sure I'm a fan of my new roommate. I think there's a lot more to this situation than we've been told. The situation couldn't be more straightforward. Just ignore him.
Going in.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only item of furniture is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
So, for those of you who have not been observing, for those of you who haven't been here since the beginning, this peeling wallpaper was not here the first time we, The wallpaper has not been here the last several times. This is...
Before you have a chance to even think about taking it, the top of a hand appears from underneath the floorboards. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
What's this Day of the Dead shit?
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? A ghost!
What? A ghost? If you get that, then congratulations, you're as much of a geek as I am.
Oh, wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, killer. I guess we've got some things to talk about, haven't we? Like how you murdered me?
She's gone full GLaDOS. That's interesting. And there we go. Another ending down. So... as far as the actual endings, only a couple more to go. So yeah, more credits. Already seen this. Let's come back here. You're right. I didn't like that idea. I'm just gonna stick around and do nothing, at least for a little while longer.
What a relief. I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Oh, sweet. Huh. And I got an achievement called Good Ending. Huh. That's pretty funny. I was actually wondering how I was gonna get that. So, I wish I saved this for last in hindsight. So, reload. So, once again, 2 more endings.
You're here.
So, walk towards it.
You make a walk. She
Proceed inside.
the blade.
Take the knife. Enter the basement.
Her voice.
Who's there?
It's completely.
She's all haughty and shit. Let's try another tact. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Listen, she deserves full disclosure.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah, I'm afraid it wasn't a joke. Actually, on second thought, I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Finally, Robert the hero actually knows what the hell he's talking about. Let's have another slot, just in case. We'll be nice this time. We'll drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
So, alright.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Yeah, let's just have a nice,
We'll be fine.
pleasant little talk.
Don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a relationship.
I don't know. I've had significantly weirder ones. Yeah, plenty of options here. Okay, this one's too funny. I gotta go for it. A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
That's a fair point. I'm just fucking with you. Anyways, do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it, it's an entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk, but this isn't talking.
That's a fair point. So, on the off chance that I decide not to, stick you, how about I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
Shut up! I wasn't asking. I wasn't asking you, you fucking cuck. Be quiet.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here. And if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Yeah, let's hope I don't have to do that then, huh?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
So anyways, I don't believe I got your name. I don't believe I know your name.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Wow, Susan Joe-sama this time.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Yeah, because you've proven yourself to be 100% on my side so far. Fuck off. So, last question. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Anyways, I think we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Another state. We'll start with the obvious choice of action. Sorry,
Doubt,
lady.
unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
That's actually pretty badass.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts!
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't expect that. That's something I would. Okay, if I said that, that would have been one thing, but. I'm sorry. Back to
So
business.
she's unarmed. The shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Somebody please clip that.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Please tell me she's gonna be in a fighting game at some point. I want to main her.
We can still turn this around.
Fuck this, I give up. She earned this dub.
Are you serious? As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground uselessly. You lacked the will to finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her. The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you. This is the end, isn't it?
Look at you. Completely broken. This was fun.
Okay, gotta say so. Say so, Ark. Think pure thoughts.
She plants her foot on your chest and
Oh, for
pushes you
fuck's
onto your
sake.
back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff.
Ugh.
And then she brings her knee to your throat. She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
It's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes black, and you die.
Why is it that when I'm trying to be a legitimate idol, shit like this just keeps coming into my purview? Like, the first day I announced I was going that route, it was fucking National Boob Day, apparently. Then I meet somebody through my mama who is something else, and now this shit. Something tells me I find myself wondering if the universe is trying to tell me something. Whatever. I will hold on to my resolve for the moment.
You're on a path you're here to...
I'll gladly slay her. She's got it coming.
Such magnificent gusto. We'll all be in the clear in no time.
You're still an asshole, though.
I have one. She will. It's not her lies that'll stop us. I must admit, I'm a little worried about going back in there. I don't want to be as much of a downer as my new roommate, but we were definitely outclassed last time. She seems more demon than princess. Ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess. Don't get all in your head about it.
This narrator is a fuckstick. I don't like it.
The interior of the cabin is larger than it should be. The only item of furniture is a plain wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
So, you ready for round 2, Princess?
You take the blade from the table.
Going in.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old... Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's somehow even fiercer than it was before.
Of course it is. Don't let it intimidate you. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Is it just me, or is she bigger than last time? It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought. I told you. It's pointless.
I was wondering when I might have company. Free me from my bindings, and maybe I'll let you live for a while.
I think that ending sort of speaks for itself. No. God damn it, I'm an idol. I am say-so. I will not fucking be taken by the fucking tall-ass body and fucking crazy martial arts skills of a demon temptress. Anyways, I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
I shit you not.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna check upstairs. I'm ignoring you, Green. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
So yeah, for those of you who weren't here from the beginning, this is the second time the narrator has pulled this shit. So,
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
It would appear so, Princess.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Come on, let's get the fuck out of here.
Against your better judgment,
Sorry,
place
Princess.
the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Hey, you saw the last ending. You don't gotta be all yabba about it. She's made of pretty certain stuff.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. The princess clutches the wound, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Sure thing.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body
not
steps
this
forward
again.
and raises the blade.
Yeah, see, this is something the narrator tried to pull last time.
Wait, This isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Warn her!
Stop that.
Oh. I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess dodges? Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Yeah, I've heard this song before, Mr. Narrator. I know you. I know you're full of shit. I know your game. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She knocks your legs out from under you with a swift kick. You didn't even see it coming. You fall to the ground, the wind leaving your lungs all at once in a violent puff, and her knee settles on your throat. You try to gasp for air, but she pushes on your windpipe with weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. You won't draw another breath. When she manages to escape from this place and brings ruin to the world, know that it was all your fault.
Your mother.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happening. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on up, you're here. She will. Did you just say the word wing?
Wait. Shit, no, I already got this ending. Fuck.
Just.
Yeah.
The blade is your The door to the basement creep her voice.
Hello?
You're playing a dame. It's even more hip. Is it more? I think for everyone's sake, you're not in love. You walk down the
Yep.
stairs and look. She's.
Yeah.
Yep, we already got that ending. As far as I'm concerned, it's my golden ending. But no, there's one more. Let's see, if I can click the correct window for once. There we go. Let's see, one last ending to go, and then a bunch of other spare achievements that I'm not quite sure how to get. Alright, so from the top.
You're on up. You're here. You make your warning. She will ignore him.
Yep.
The interior of the blade.
Just go in.
The door to the basement. Her voice
Hello?
is. Don't let it.
Just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with. She's beautiful. I am begging you to.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
You're making a. No. You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains, but they're large and heavy. Far.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere up. Doubtful. Whoever locked them.
Any other
Maybe
ideas?
there's some way to break the chain? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we...
She offers the suggestion. If we were stuck down here long enough, you attempt to make your. Is someone else.
Blah, 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 blah.
Make
We
your
already
way to the.
said that.
Easier for who? Easier for everyone. Look at the
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic rising.
If I could just get out of these chains...
She barely hesitates as she rips her flesh from.
So, yeah,
from
surprise.
upstairs. Or we could use it. You won't like.
See, I can't remember,
Fine. You cut. The blade is sharp. Her lip. She didn't know. She clutches the wound. How is she still?
Thank you.
No. We won't. As the. Wait. Watch me.
What are you doing?
or wait, no, I already got this ending too. Fuck me. I think this is the... I I think this shit here is closest to what I got.
Without hesitation, the wound. Okay.
You.
The princess pushes away from wounded, but still.
You've made
It. Don't. As you ready, don't forget. Though your nerves are weakest.
Okay, give up. I don't think I chose this ending yet.
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job.
Call it cold feet.
The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you look out. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
This is the end, isn't it? Before you can answer, everything goes black, and you die.
Yep.
You're on a path, you're here.
Yeah, get it, I'm going in.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie.
He's right, you know. She's a clever one, and determined too. Keep your eyes open and your senses sharp, because we're not going to let her get the best of us again.
Ignore him, she's just a princess. Don't overestimate her.
Going in.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only item of furniture is a plain, termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Yes, do it. Take the blade and make her pay for what she's done.
Right.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be difficult.
Going in.
The door to the basement creeps open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to step over a few holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're stepping down into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
The fuck, did she turn into Calico?
It isn't hypnotizing anymore. It's almost feral. Don't let her intimidate you. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Oh, I see, it was just dark.
You're the reason I'm still down here. Fiend, monster, betrayer. Nothing will get between my teeth and your throat.
We'll see about that, princess. So, that is every ending in the demo. That said, there are still, I still got some achievements to go for, so I need to get up again. And I think in the meantime, I'll put it to a poll. Do you want me to go achievement hunting, or would you rather I just call it here? Let me type it out. So yeah, go for it, call it here. 3 minutes. We'll give it a 3-minute poll. How's that? Start the poll. I gotta get up for a moment. I'll see you all in a couple of minutes, either to continue the run or just call it. Be right back. Alright, I'm back again, and server says you want me to go for 100%, so I will. That said, I have to cheat a bit to do it. While I was away, I decided to look at the Steam discussions and see what guides there were. Bad news is there's technically no guides, but the good news is there are people in the discussions saying what to do to get the straggler achievements. So, I'm going to go for one of them first. So, from scratch,
You're
from
on
the top. Just keep going.
You may. She will not.
Go in.
The interior of the cabin. The blade.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Go in.
The door to her voice.
Who's there?
It's Commander. Don't let it.
Let's see. Hey, I think I'm here to kill
You
you.
must have the wrong address.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs. She's so. Focus on the task.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What? No way. Why would you even think that?
Maybe because of the giant knife you're holding?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
I'm gonna tighten my grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Wow, confident.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife... So, you should just...
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? She's unarmed.
Are you sure she's not armed?
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating. Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Sorry, but I'm not dropping it. Or, wait. We'll save here. Sorry, honey.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
Ow.
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time. With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Sorry, lady.
Oh.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder... Do you really think this is the end?
There it is again. That razor sharp, but you don't have the time to worry over such things. Everything.
So we got this ending again, I see. Anyways, I already got the achievement.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Let's see.
is a princess.
Manifesting a gun for my enemy to kill me with. I can't believe you gave her a knife. Anyways, so only 2 left to go. And I need to check the discussions again. Yes, I'm a dirty guide. Discussions, trying to think. Okay, so I have a vague idea how to get the last 2 achievements, but I'm not quite sure. Guess I'm just gonna have to try and see how it goes.
You're here to slay. I have. She is
Oh yeah. Ending
the
again.
blade. The door to the basement. Her fierce.
Who's there?
Somehow. Don't let it. Why? You carefully make your way down the stairs as you is I took.
So yeah, she's all demonic and shit again. You saw that already. Alright. From the top again.
You're
Keep going.
you make she
Go in.
into blade.
Go in without the blade.
Avoid this. Don't let it. Good. You walk down the stairs, and I am begging you to.
Hi.
Hold on, let's talk about it first.
Okay.
Let's see, let me, I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently a threat to the world. But I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Is that why they threw me down here? I don't remember much about it.
That's. How long
Did they tell you?
No, but I'm sure they have, remained silent.
They haven't shared a thing, have they? All they've done is point a finger. At the end of the day, whatever the 2 of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
That about sums it up.
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Very perceptive. Very perceptive.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
All correct. All correct.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those 2 groups are probably one and the same.
Damn, she nailed it.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge no. You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chair, large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's some doubtful.
I'm gonna check upstairs.
Okay.
You attempt to make someone else. You're
I'll be outta
shouting,
here.
and I'll repeat. You tried to kill. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force...
Yep.
Or we could. You won't
This
like
again.
what happens.
This
if
all
you-
again. Yep.
Fine. Against you cut. The blade is sharp. Her limb. She did no. She clutches the wound. How?
Thank you.
No. We won't have any as the princess. Wait. This is. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Let me see. Let's see. Warn her.
Stop that.
Oh,
Your body lunges, but the princess. Stop it. Thank you.
I'll do my best to make the...
She pounced. It's not enough. It has everything. You're...
Alright, that's another achievement down. I tried so hard and got so far. Tried so hard and got so far. Did my best to resist, but in the end, it didn't even matter. Alright. Last one. Staring contest. Finish a staring contest with the princess. And I have no earthly fucking clue how to do that. So let's see. No idea. Not a clue how to do that. Discussions. Thinking of it, looking. Okay, I know how to do it now. So, sorry for the hold-up. Let's get this shit done. Alright. Start again from the top. Go to the cabin. Get in the cabin.
The blade.
Take the blade. Take the blade, go in the basement.
The door to the...
Who's there?
It's Capulet.
Continue downstairs.
You're still listening to... You walk down. She's focused on the...
Are you here to kill me or something?
Still my nerves and walk forward.
You step forward. You're...
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in the... So?
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? She's unarmed.
Let's see, I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Squint even harder.
You squint even harder.
And I got the achievement. 100% of the demo, baby.
So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor.
She wins.
With unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just... talk.
Sure we can.
Against your better judgment, we'll be fine. Don't know what you're hoping to accomplish.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a relationship.
We've talked enough.
Oh, have you...
You know.
I'm getting you out of here.
Maybe it's down.
Set her free. Take upstairs. Return to the
You
stairs.
make your easier.
I heard the night.
You
Free her.
you cut. She took the power.
Set her free. Let's get the fuck out of
We
here.
won't have as the princess. Wait, watch.
He tries to possess me. Warn
Stop
her.
that.
I'm being possessed.
Your
I'm being possessed.
blade.
You're doing...
For fuck's sake,
She
help.
locks your legs before when she make as much as I. Everything goes. You're on your. My
Fuck the
tricks,
narrator.
he don't know. Help. Sure.
Silently proceed to the cabin.
She did just.
Go in. And in the basement without the knife.
Your play is it? I think for everyone's sake, you're not in. You walk. It must.
You! I remember you. You're going to help me get out of here, right?
Yes, I will. when I finally get to play the full game, which is allegedly going to be next year, 2023. So yep, with that, we are done with the game, and done with the stream for the night. So I guess that other backup game I had is gonna have to wait for another time. So, yep, game over. We're done with the demo. And it was a kick-ass demo. I'm looking forward to playing this. I'd say the people behind this game did a good job. I don't know if the rest of you... I'd like to think so. So yeah, definitely looking forward to the full game. So, thank y'all for hanging out. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Green and Junie, for the raids. This is gonna be fun. I'm looking forward. Looking forward to playing the whole thing. And furthermore, apparently the developers of this game have another game already out. Which is called... I don't know what the hell it's called. Let me look it up. Black Tabby Games, they've released the Slay the Princess demo. Scarlet Hollow. Scarlet Hollow is the name of their game. And their first episode is free. I might just have to check it out. At some point or another. Slay the Princess with a great first impression. I think this might actually be good. But that's for another day. Because for now, I think I've earned a bit of a rest. So, yeah. Thank y'all very much. I'll see you all very soon. Just when I thought I was done streaming games, I see a bunch of interesting stuff. So, I'll see you all very soon. Who's on that we can raid? Let's see. We have, we got, let's see, Tanya, Alice, Hazelry, Bimo, Woozle, and, Miyuyu's. That's a nice left field, sort of raid. Let's go say hello to Miyuyu's, and if you don't know who she is a sloth girl who is also an aspiring idol. So, let's go say hello to her. Thank y'all very much for, thank you for coming. See y'all next time I stream, I don't know when. Might play another game, might do some more singing, but either way, see you soon. Y'all have a good day. Or good night.